fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to the Wind Waker HD. On the last episode, where were we at? Oh, we were all the way at Great Fish, where we found out that the darkness of Ganon caused the entire island to be pretty much destroyed. And we also found out that the water spirit Jaboon, or Jabun, or Jabberjaw, as we've been calling him, escaped to Outset. Unfortunately, there was a giant thing apparently blocking any access from him. But the pirates over here figured out what they needed, which turned out to be the bombs from the bomb shop right there. So we snuck in, got the bombs from the pirate ship, and now it's basically a race against time. We have until morning to get that thing open before they decide to show up. Let's quickly stop by the post office box, see what they dropped off for us. We have a letter. Alright, so we just got Beetle's chart, which if we go to the map, and if we actually go towards it, yeah, this is not going to show on the screen. I'll find a picture of Beetle's chart and put it on the screen right now. This is every single island that he's going to be at. So, you can kind of see that he's at Great Fish, he's at Dragon Roost, he's at Forest Haven, he's at Outset, he's at Windfall. You're going to notice that there's one beetle in particular that looks different than the rest. There's a beetle that apparently has like a piece of armor on his head. That is actually a special beetle. We'll get to him later on in the game. But for this episode, we're going to be heading off to Outset, the place of our birth. I wouldn't delay longer if you would let me jump inside your boat instead of having to talk to me. So let's get the wind going in the correct direction. We basically just need to have it go southwest. We're going the completely opposite way of what it currently is. And luckily, we don't need to get Windfall because we already have it on our sea chart, so I don't need to find the stupid fish. Although the fish is right there. I just saw him splash down. And we get the creepy Great Sea music again. Although, thankfully, we've nothing to worry about. I mean, it's just music. You might also notice in the top left, kind of like what happened with the grappling hook after we got it, and we got the salvaging hook for our ship. We now have, if we go to the left, a cannon. We now have a cannon for our ship, and this is unique to Wind Waker HD is this bar right here that you can see, like the red dots and the reticle, the aiming reticle. That is not in the original Wind Waker for GameCube, so aiming in GameCube version was a lot harder than it was here. But as you see, we have 30 cannons we can shoot out. I think this also changes the number of bombs we have with us, so I'm not going to be shooting any, because I want all 30 of them until we get to Outset. Let me look at the chart. If we're heading straight for Great Fish. Let's just go like that. Next episode, I think, hopefully, we're going to be getting an item that's going to be very, very helpful when it comes to sailing. I almost said surfing, but I knew that wasn't the correct word. But what did I just get? You know, I don't think I saved that. Yeah, I don't think I saved that that picture that was spoilerific, but would have been beneficial. Ooh, that picture right there is also spoilers. Well, I turned spoilers off! Why am I getting spoiler pictures? I mean, granted, yeah, it helps a little bit if I want to do that thing, but I'm still not 100% sure if I want to do that thing. And if we just go straight from here, we should hit Outset just perfectly. Although I do see an island right in front of us, and I should probably navigate around it instead of run into it. This rain is terrible. You'll also notice, for some reason, our the moon on the compass down there, that bar is not moving. Oh, well, I jumped, but I jumped straight into him. Go away. Man, if I had my boomerang out, I could probably throw that at him. Go away. I don't want to have to deal with this stupid shark thing for the entirety of that time. And now we have sea hats. Good. Because if it wasn't one enemy I wanted to not deal with, let's just start adding more that I don't want to deal with. Sea hats are even more annoying than the sharks because they can actually fly and they look way more menacing than. Oh my God, look at that slowdown. Sea hats could cause my game to lag. Oh God. Oh, well. Thank God this isn't the Wind Waker 8 original version. Otherwise, I'd be knocked out of my boat. Look at all the treasures right there. Oh, we got another sea hat coming up ahead. These sea hats are actually very easy to deal with. They might look menacing, but they're incredibly weak. They're just like their cousins, the pea hats. Just use a boomerang on them. You'll chip off their like propellers, and they'll just sit there waiting for you to hit them one more time. Where am I at? I think that was weird for the music to just stop. I think over there we just passed Great Fish. Woo! Yeah, Great Fish is right there. I think I just saw Outset. No, that's not Outset. Although I think this island over here might be. Let me check. Look, no, I'm heading straight south now. I do see a sub right there, though. No, that's not a sub. That is an actual ship, enemy ship. These ships have cannons on them. Let's not get in a firefight with them. Oh, never mind. They're already shooting at us. No, this island right here is going to be very. I think this is not an optional island, so I'll be coming back here eventually. I'm surprised I don't see Outset yet. Oh, please tell me the shark went away. Yay! I mean, because in the Wind Waker HD version, which I'm going to be saying, no, go away! In the Wind Waker HD version, there is a lot longer, like a lot higher draw distance than in Wind Waker original. Oh, you just saw that? Look how tower disappeared completely. Ah! Well, I can at least see. There's a beetle ship right there. I can already tell. I think. I assume it's a beetle ship, seeing how beetle ships have lights on them. But I think right up above, right in front of us is Outset. Yep, that certainly looks like it. Oh, we couldn't have. How come we can't be coming here on a happier term? But that thing over there, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, that is probably not Beetle's ship. Oh, hello. Maybe it is. Let me check Beetle's chart. No, there is a Beetle ship in this section. But I was just about to say that. Whoa, that cyclone that we saw. That is the big cyclone. That is the cyclone that we kind of want to get to. Where did? Oh, it's right over here. Like the one that Zephos is trying to warn us about. I think Cyclos is causing that big cyclone. Not the baby cyclones. Baby cyclones can go away. Baby cyclones actually help us. That big cyclone, on the other hand, can be very problematic if you run into it. And we shouldn't run into one until after, I think, the next dungeon that we do. And I wish these sharks would just leave me alone. I wanted to enjoy the creepiness of the Great Sea music. But instead, I get the stupid maritime battle theme that comes whenever you have, like, sea hats or sharks next to you. I'm not even going to bother learning your name. You made me so mad. Here's Home Sweet Home. We haven't seen this place since episode 3. 13 episodes later, I have 2 hearts now. 2 extra hearts. And still no sister. And it's so gloomy. So, here is home sweet home. There's actually two things we're going to be doing while we're here before we actually go see Jabberjaw. I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce his name. Oh, no. Chews are on here now. Oh, look at all those hearts. Yum, yum. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why am I climbing this rock? Get off the rock. Go away. I can now use bombs in battle, too. Although, whoop. Oh, come on. Hello, Beetle. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go up to the Forest of Fairies again. We're gonna do that first because there is something there that we kind of want to do. Actually, we're gonna do 3 things. This is the first one. There's one thing that I could have shown off in episode 3, but I didn't do it because I didn't have the time to do it. Well, I had plenty of time to do it then. Maybe. I forget how long episode 3 was. Yeah, but now monsters are here. We got stupid choo-choos here. Please don't make the noise. Nope. Oh, they made the noise. We got mini blends here. Ah, let's just leave them be. Go away, please. Cancer incarnate. Fortunately for us, the bridge here is kind of out of service. You might have also noticed there's a giant whirlpool back there. So, what we're going to do for this... Oh, I don't have any magic. Oh, this is the exact same thing that happened with Great Fish. I need some magic. Please give me some magic. Any magic would do. Oh, thank you. Thank you, game. You were at least nice for me here. So, let's position ourselves properly. Okay, he didn't switch for a while there. I got kind of confused. And hop. This should last the entire time. Should fix this bridge. And granted, not a lot of people come up to the Forest of Fairies anyway. Seeing as how it's the Forest of Fairies. There's a bunch of trees here, not to mention enemies. In fact, they have moblins up here looking around this place. Oh, we don't really need to deal with the moblins. We're gonna have to deal with this thing though. What was it, a Mothro or something like that? Hopefully it's already dead. Thank you. Oh, if you look in there, we got a lot of Morths in there. So let's not go in there. In fact, the entire reason why we came here, if we can just climb up this destroyed tree, this tree trunk, is this right here. Please climb it. Let's have Link read the sign, because he hasn't read very much anyway. So this is the remnants of a fairy fountain. Well, this is a giant rock. This rock does not deserve to be here. So, what we're going to do with this rock is plant a bomb. I said plant bomb next to it. Not throw a bomb next to it. There we go. Now it is open for us. Gimme. So this is a fairy fountain. Anytime you visit one for the first time, you're gonna get a very important upgrade. For example, here we got our rupee count upgraded to, we can now hold 1,000 rupees. Before we can only hold 500. So that basically just doubled the size of our wallet. You notice at the bottom right, instead of a green rupee that was there before, it's now a blue rupee, and an extra number was added. No, leave me alone, please. So, that's one good thing I wanted to do in this episode. This episode's probably going to be a little long. Well, maybe these next 3 things will be 10 minutes long. Yeah, the last couple episodes have been 19, 20, 25 minutes. I remember I originally said I wanted Wind Waker to be like a 15-minute series. Don't I always say that, though? I always say that I want a series to be like 15, 20 minutes. And then 25-minute episodes seems to be the norm for it after that. Heck, we've had a 30-minute episode, haven't we? I got two new jugs, or 2 new bottles. Looks like we got some mail here. Oh, thanks for the green rupee. So, that's talking about a shop ship that has not the normal items that we usually get, which is well, now bombs, and the bait, and the hoi pair. But this one instead has an empty bottle, a treasure chart, and a piece of heart. Which, if I had one more piece of heart, I could have had an extra heart of health. But right now we're gonna do this. We actually could have done this like anywhere in the first, second, or third episode. There is a secret basement to our house. If I just head over here. And there is a secret treasure chest down here. And there is 100 rupees. The orange rupee is worth 100, so we now finally have discovered what the 100 rupee is. There's only one more other type of rupee that we have not yet seen. And I think after the next dungeon, we're going to be seeing that kind of rupee a lot more often. But I think one reason why I wanted to save that until we got here is because I need some cash for something that we're going to be doing next episode, and typically in Wind Waker, like in the original Wind Waker, you only have a wall of 200 at the start. So filling it up halfway at the beginning sounds like it's a good idea, but then you start realizing that there are a lot of rupees you're going to be picking up later on in the game that, well, you technically will not be able to pick up because your wallet will be full. So I just rather save 100 rupees for a time when my wallet is maybe a little bit bigger, like say after I expand it using the wallet fairy from up there. Ha, good idea. So, let's go see Grandma, because we haven't seen her since episode 3. We haven't heard from her since episode 3. Oh, not the sad music. Oh, there she is. Grandma! Hi. Aw. She still has the pictures of us up. I wonder how long we've been gone. It's been like, well, in terms of day-night cycles, I think we've experienced like maybe 4 or 5 days, but I don't know. But she doesn't really look good. No offense, Grandma, but you don't really look good. And I'm saying that in the fact that she looks ill. I think if we talk to some of the other townsfolk here at Outset, they'll find that Grandma hasn't been doing very well since we left. So, we need to heal Grandma. And luckily, we have the item that we need to heal her already in our possession. A ferry. Which is another reason why I wanted to open up the wallet ferry up at the Forest of Fairies, is because you can grab a ferry there if you haven't already gotten one. So what we simply need to do is use a ferry while standing next to her. I don't think you don't need to target her. You just need to stand next to her, at least have the yellow arrow above her. So let's just use the ferry. Aw. Thank you, Grandma. And thank you for the soup. The soup is one of the most useful items in Wind Waker, just because all of the things that happens with it. It fills up your health and your magic completely. Your attack doubles until you get hurt until you get hit once, and there's 2 servings of it, so you don't need to. You can hold pretty much up to 8 servings of elixir soup with the 4 bottles that you can get in this game. Although, granted, I have a firefly in one of the bottles, and I don't really want to use that right now, so let's just get that off of there. But that is everything that I wanted to do on Outset Island, since we're now back here. So, thank you, Grandma, for the soup. I'm glad you're feeling a lot better. Thank you for the $100 that's apparently you've been leaving in your rainy day fund in the basement. And thank you, Wallet Fairy, for allowing me to carry Grandma's rainy day fund. Certainly is a rainy day right now. Haha, that worked all together. All the word plays. So, we need to find a cave in the back of Outset, which is something that we haven't really seen, just because there's literally no islands behind or south of Outset. So, let's head off here. I think we still have the wind heading off to, like, the... Where's the wind heading off? Map, please. West! I never changed it west. Right back here is what we are looking for. It looks like I'm not going to get much further with my sail out, so... just cruise over here to this whirlpool, and look right there. Alright, we are now trapped in this whirlpool, so we need to get it done before we get to the center. Right there is our giant target that we're looking for, and thankfully it is a lot easier to get rid of this target now than it was in Wind Waker. Basically what you need to do is there's this wall here is in 3 sections. You need to hit the section that cracks first, so let's position this just... You can't, I don't think if you hit it, you can hit it up here. Let's see, fire up there. Alright, so that gets rid of 1, hit it again. Hit it twice again. Go away. We got 1 more piece of wall to destroy. So we got the final pearl, and we have a very long, one-sided conversation with Jabberjaw there. Thankfully for you guys, all of that should be translated, so you should be able to understand every single word that he says. All you have to do is simply read it. Lol, reading. But we have all 3 pearls in our possession now. So, on the chart, the C chart, we now have 3 places marked on the map of where we're supposed to be bringing these pearls. And I'm going to bring up a map right now so that you can see exactly what I am talking about. Homemade map, yay. So, on the next episode of the Wind Waker HD, as soon as I get back to this dock, because this seems like a good place to stop, we are going to be heading off to these 3 islands after making one quick detour to Windfall Island. So, until next time, hopefully you enjoy.